Ayan, yan. Good afternoon, good morning, everyone. And today is the continuation of our lesson. Yan, nasa variation na tayo. And we already discussed direct variation. And today we're going to discuss inverse variation. What is an inverse variation? But before that, no, we're going to recall or review the direct variation. So as you already know that y varies directly as x can be written as y is equal to kx. And while y inverse variation is y is equal to k over x. So, mamaya, no, pag-aaralan natin yan ng maigi. Okay. So, let's have a short review of a direct variation where we will going to answer the activity that I gave you. Okay. So, that activity last January 9. The deadline of that is January 9. So, okay. So, let's complete the table. So, if y varies directly, x varies directly as y, in mathematical sentence, that would be equal to x. Okay, ito pala yung mga binigay natin. So, number 1, then that should be equal to x equals ky. So, again, from time to time, no, I want you to challenge yourself. Then, you may post the video and then answer. So, kapag alam nyo na, no, continue playing the video. Yeah. And if you're going to get the constant of x is equal to k over y, that would be k would be equal to x over y. All right. Then on number 2, we have h equal to k j. In sentence, that is equal h varies directly as j. And the constant will be the quotient of h and j. That's k is equal to hj. So in number 3, if you have k is equal to b over h, so in sentence, that will be h is varies directly as j, or we can also write it in as h, b is directly proportional to h. In mathematical sentence, that would be equal to b equals kh. Okay? Now, you can try this one. As you can see, there's a exponent, no, dun sa may p. So, in mathematical sentence, that will be a is equal to kp squared. Okay? And k or constant will be equal to a over p squared. Then the last one will be y is equal to kx squared. In sentence, that is y is proportional to x squared. And getting the constant of that, the value of k will be y over x squared. And I hope guys no na marunong na tayo mag-translate to mathematical sentence. Yan. Let's continue. Okay? So another activity. So y is directly proportional to x and y is equal to 8. When x equal to 6, find the constant of variation. Finding the constant of variation, that means finding the value of k. So, but before getting the value of k, you must write y is directly proportional in mathematical sentence in variation form. Yan. So, if you do that, if you solve that, that will be k is equal to 4 over 3. So, that's 8. That y is directly proportional to x. That will be k is equal to y over x. So, 8 over 6, that's 4 over 3. Okay? And then, we have z varies directly as w and z equals to 27. When w is equal to negative 9, find the equation. So, ang hinahanap natin dito is EOV. Just find the value of k, and after finding the value of k, put it in the the value of k in your mathematical sentence. So your answer will be like this. So k, nakuha natin k is negative 3 because 27 divided by negative 9, that's negative 3. Okay? So our equation or our formula for this will be z is equal to negative 3w. Okay. Kung tama lahat yung sagot nyo, no, very good, no? Itong maganda, may palakpakan kayo para sa akin. Okay. So, last activity, this one, is m varies directly as n if m is equal to negative 16, find m. So, after this one, ang steps natin dito, don't forget the steps, find the value of k, the COV, and then the EOV natin, equation of variation, and then substitute 9 dun sa EOV. So, m should be equal to negative 36. Okay? So, I hope you got it, guys. Then number 4, Joey drives 65 kilometers in 30 minutes. No? Masyado siyang mabilis magpatakbo. How far can he go in 2.5 hours? Okay? So, in this problem, no, the distance varies directly as time. So, just get the value of k again and solve for the EOV. And then, find D. Okay. So, you should have your answer should be 325 kilometers. Okay. Medyo malayo na yun, no? Yan. Palakpakan muna. Yan. Thank you. And that is our review on direct variation. Okay? Ayan. Para po sa mga hindi ko estudyante na nanonood nito, please don't forget to just click like and subscribe, please. Thank you. Alright. So, let's go to our main topic for today. That is inverse variation. Ano ba yung inverse variation? So, if two variables are related such as that an increase in one produces a proportional decrease in the other. So, then, the variables are said to vary inversely. So, ganito yung itsura natin yan, no? Habang yung isa ay tumataas, yung isa naman ay bumababa. So, if you are familiar, nakasakay na kayo sa seesaw, malamang lahat tayo nakasakay, no? Sa seesaw. So, kung hindi ka pa nakasakay, sakay ka na. Okay. So, yung seesaw, para ma-experience mo yung inverse variation, yung seesaw, hindi siya pwedeng naka-straight lang, naka-flat lang siya. Kasi hindi kayo mag-i-enjoy. Diba? Para ma-enjoy mo yung game o yung laruan, kailangan yung isa tumataas. Habang tumataas yung isa nasa baba. Okay? So, kapag ka nasa taas yung isa, yung ikaw nasa baba, kung nasa taas ka naman, yung partner mo nasa baba. That is a very good example of inverse variation. Ayan. So again, no, kapag nag-increase yung isang variable, dapat yung isang variable mag-decrease. Okay. But don't forget, kailangan constant din, ha, yung nila. May constant pa rin. In mathematical sentence, so y varies inversely as x. That is y is equal to k over x. Okay. So, yan ang ating gagamitin ngayon. Sa direct variation, y equals kx times x. And this one, y is equal to k over x or divided by x. Yan. So, we can read this as y varies inversely as x or y is inversely proportional to x. Again, k is the constant of variation. And then, if you find the value or the formula for constant, the equation for constant, k is equal to the product of the two variables, or x times y. So, y times x, it doesn't matter kasi commutative naman ang ating multiplication. Pwede siyang magkabaliktad. Okay, let's continue. So, first, no, let's add a drill lang. Ganun katulad ng ginawa natin kanina sa inverse. Now, let's complete this table. Given if I have A varies inversely as B, okay, and we write it on mathematical sentence, you should have A is equal to K over B. And again, no, kung post mo muna, kung kaya mo sagutin, post mo muna yung ating video. And then this one, if you get the formula for K, K is equal to A times B. Okay, let's continue. So C varies inversely as D. Okay, dapat sasagot naman tayo, no? So we have C is equal to K over D. And then, same din, get the product of C and D. That will be your K. K is equal to C times D. If you have this one, P is equal to K over L, the sentence will be P varies directly. Yan. Parang P varies inversely or P is inversely proportional to L. So capital L. Again, don't forget, if the variable is in capital letter, you should write it also in capital letter. So, kasi symbol yan. Hindi natin sila pwedeng isulat in small letter. So, K. So, K will be is equal to P times the capital L. And then, so if K is equal to T times N, in sentence, that T is inversely proportional to N. And in mathematical sentence, that is T is equal to K over N. Okay? The last one will be W is inversely proportional to H. In mathematical sentence, that will be equal to W is inversely proportional to H. Alright. W is equal to K over H. And K is equal to the product of W and H. Or H over W. H times W, sorry. Yeah. So, that will be the first knowledge that you have to learn in dealing with inverse variation. Kailangan alam natin magsulat in mathematical sentence, finding the K. Yan. Para pagdating sa problem, basic na lang. Multiplication and division na lang ang ating gagawin. Okay, do as indicated. If y varies inversely as x and y is equal to 4, when x is equal to 3, find y when x is equal to 9. Again, ang first step na kailangan natin gawin is to write yung variation in mathematical sentence. So, y varies inversely as x. Kung alam mo yon, ito dapat yung sagot natin. Yan. Kung yan ang sagot mo, very good ka. So, y is equal to k over x. And then, you should know if you have y is equal to k over x, your k will be the product of x and y. So, k is equal to x times y. And then, find the value of k. So, the constant of variation, that's the next step. So, k is equal to x times y. So, ang x natin will be 3. So, 3 times 4. So, k or the constant of variation will be equal to 3 times 4 is 12. So, that will be your constant of variation. And, first step is get the constant of variation. Second will be finding or getting or writing the equation of variation. How do I do that? Just get the y is equal to k over x. That's the original mathematical sentence of this variation. Just write 12. No? Papalitan mo lang yung k. So, our equation of variation will be y is equal to 12 over x. That means that will be your formula in finding y when x is equal to 9. So if you want to solve for y, you have to change x is equal to 9. Yeah, so y is equal to 12 over 9. And that will be equal to 4 over 3. Yeah, 4 over 3. Yan, kung meron po kayong question, just put it in the comment section. Yeah. Let's continue. So do as indicated. Number 2, which of the following table expresses inverse variation? Yan. So the first table is x and y. The variable is x and y again. So we have 3 given sa x, then 3 din sa y. So 2, 3, 4. And then sa b, 6, 7, 8. And y naman is 3, 15, 45. So how do we know that a table, the given table, is a inverse variation? Of course, merong constant, di ba? May constant tayo na tinahanap. So let's try y varies inversely as x. It should be equal to k is equal to the product of two variables. So just get the product of two variables. If the product of the pairs of variables are equal, then we can say that the table is in inverse variation. So in A, so the product of pair of variables must be constant. Pare-pareha sila. Okay, so sa A natin, 2 times 12 is 14. So we have 3 times 8, 24, sorry. 3 times 8 is 24. Then 4 times 6 is 24. So yes, since the product of pair of variables is same. So table A is inverse variation. Let's check if table B. So mentally or just by looking, we can say this. Can you say, is this inverse or not? Okay, let's try. So 6 times 3, that's 18. 7 times 15 is 105. So from here, pwede na tayo mag-stop, no? Alam na natin na ito ay hindi. Pero let's continue. Okay, so 8 times 45 is 360. Therefore, hindi yan. Not inverse variation. Kasi, hindi sila magkakaparehas. Alam na natin ngayon kung ma-identify na natin kung ang given table ay inverse or not by just multiplying the pairs of variables, di ba? Okay, so let's have number 3. If m varies inversely as n and m is equal to 9 when n is equal to 8, find m. Okay. Again, ang step natin is find the constant of variation. The next is find the EOV. And then, solve for the unknown using the formula, your EOV. So we have m is equal to, so let's write m varies inversely as n. This is the mathematical sentence of that. So k is equal to the product of the variables, m times n. Again, let's find m is equal to 9, n is equal to 8. So that means k is equal to 72. That's your COV. After finding the COV, this here will be your EOB, or equation of variation. So from here, m is equal to k over n. Just substitute the value of k, 72. So m. And then from this, use this formula to find the value of m when n is equal to 12. So we have m is equal to 72 over n. What is n? N is equal to 12. So let's substitute yung n na lang sa 12. So that means m is equal to 6. Okay, so napakadali lang, no? COB, multiply, get the formula, divide. Okay? So, kung medyo natututo ka na, palakpakan mo yung sarili mo, no? Palakpakan mo yung sarili mo kasi natuto ka ngayong araw. Let's continue. Let's have a word problem. 8 men can finish a job in 15 days. In how many days can 12 men finish the same job? Okay, ito, no? A work problem. Usually, ang inverse, ginagamit talaga ang word problem. Involved talaga ang word problem kapag inverse. Pero ito yung kasabihan, alam nyo ba yung kasabihan na the more, the merrier? Hindi yun. The more, di ba, the two heads are better than one. Ganun din, two hands, or di ba, two people are better than one. Mas maraming kamay nagagawa, mas mabilis. So, ganun din sa work, no? I-apply natin yun na mas marami, dapat mas mabilis. Okay? So, isulat natin dito, basahin natin again. 8 men can finish a job in 15 days. So, siguro, kahit anong job yon. Siguro may certain job, hindi lang sinabi kung anong job, no? Okay, in how many days can 12 men can finish the same job? So, kung 8 lang, 15 days, yung 12, so mas marami, dapat mas mabilis nilang matapos. Let's see. Ano nyo, ito yung inverse. Mas konti, mas marami. Pero kapag mas marami, mas lumiit yung days. So, habang tumataas yung isang variable lumiliit. Okay. So, solution. So, the number of days varies inversely as the number of men working to finish the same job. So, yan yung ating representation, yung mga letters din gagamitin natin. So, let's use D. That means D is equal to K over M. And if you have this mathematical sentence, that means your constant will be the product of these two variables. Okay, let's continue. So, K. So, ang D natin ay 15. Okay, and then 8 men. So, 8. So, 15 times 8 is 120. So, that is your COV. Again, pag nakuha mo na yung COV, ang susunod mong kukunin ay yung EOV, your formula. So, D days is equal to 120, di ba? Over the number of men. So, ilang araw kaya nila matatapos yan? So, how many days? Days ang hinahanap. Kung 12 yung men na magtatrabaho. So, 12. So, didivide lang natin yan. That is 10 or 10 days. So, 12 men can finish the same job in 10 days. So, pag 8 lang, 15, mahaba. So, pero pag 12, 10 days, mas maiksing araw. Yan. So, that is the application of inverse variation. So, marami pang application, no? Ito yung pinaka-basic lang. So, I think you're ready for some exercise. Practice tayo. So, let's do this. Complete the table. Again, no, I want you to challenge yourself. Pause the video and try to answer. So, y varies inversely as x varies inversely as y. So, that is equal to x equal to k over y. And the constant will be k equals x times y. So, if you have h equal to k over j, in sentence, that is h varies inversely as j. So, the constant is the product of h and j. Okay? If you have k is equal to bh, or b times h, in sentence, that is b is inversely proportional to h. And then, b is equal to k over h. And then, if you have a is equal to k over p raised to 2, or p squared, in sentence, that is a is inversely proportional to p squared. And then your k will be equal to a times p squared. The last one will be y is inversely proportional to x squared. That is y is equal to k over x squared. That means k is equal to y times x squared, or x squared times y. Okay? No? Kung pinost mo yan, tama yung sagot mo, good job ka, no? If you are up to challenge, good job. Let's continue. Okay, so we have table. Yan. Post natin muna yung vid. So, post muna. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. I think parehas silang inverse variation. So, kasi pag minultiply natin yan, 3 times 40, 120. 4 times 30, 120. 5 times 24, 120. Ito naman, pare-pares yan pag minultiply natin 60. Okay? So, lahat sila pare-parehas. These two tables are inverse variation. Okay? Palakpakan ulit. Pagka sagot mo ng tama. Ayan. So, I think this is the last one. So, if y varies inversely as x and y is equal to 8, when x is equal to 18, find y. When x is equal to 9. Again, ipopost nyo muna yung video. Pagka-post nyo ng video, try nyo sagutan. Siguro after 5 minutes. Yan. O 2 minutes. If your answer is this, x is equal to 6, y is equal to 16. So, palakpakan kung tama yung sagot mo, no? Number 2, wala yung y dyan. If m varies inversely as n and m is equal to 3, when n is equal to 9, find m when n is equal to 54. Again, popost muna yung video. Pagka-post ng video, solve. Yan, tapos na. If your answer is n, your answer should be m is equal to 1 half. Then the last one will be, if 4 men can paint a house in 3 days, how long would it take 6 people to paint the same house? Post muna. Yan. Siguro yan. Your answer should be 2 days. Yan. Okay. Yan. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. And please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Mwah, mwah.